Good morning, children. The lesson that we are going to study today is fire, friend, and foe. Okay? As I have sent you a PPT before, I have told you the meaning of friend. Friend is a companion, okay? A confidant, and foe. Foe is a enemy. Okay? Now, so let me read it, you'll follow. Early man did not know what fire was, but he must have seen the damage it could cause. Damage is destruction. Okay, please note down the meaning. The destruction it could cause. He must have watched lightning and volcanoes long before he began to use fire himself. So, the use of fire came after fire was discovered, but he used to watch lightning. Lightning is बिजली जो आसमान में बिजली कड़कती है, that is lightning. So long before he started to use fire, he used to see lightning, used to see volcano, the lava, the hot lava that comes out of the volcano, and the hot gases that comes out of the volcano was witnessed by early man. But he began using it much later. Fire was powerful and dangerous, and he was very frightened. So fire was very powerful because it could engulf, huge expanse of forest. It could turn anything which came in contact with it into ashes. Ashes मतलब राख में बदल देता है ना? Now, and it was dangerous also. Dangerous is threatening. Okay, so he was very much frightened of fire. Frightened is afraid. Okay, so fire may have puzzled early man, but we now know that fire is the result of a chemical reaction. So that time early man was puzzled. Puzzled means confused as to what fire is. He did not know what causes fire. Okay, so he was confused. Fire was a mystery for him. He was confused and fire was like a mystery for him. He could not solve it. But now we know that it is a result of a chemical reaction. In chemistry, you have studied about chemical reactions. So there is one chemical reaction which is involved in the lightning of fire too. When the oxygen in the air combines with the carbon and hydrogen in fuel. So oxygen combines with carbon, okay, then it results and hydrogen, and in carbon and hydrogen, oxygen of the air combines with the carbon and hydrogen of the fuel. Fuel is the coal, diesel, the petroleum or dry leaves, anything. All these are forms of fuel. So hydrogen and carbon present in the fuel combines with the oxygen present in the air and it forms fire. This chemical reaction is called fire. The reaction that takes place, it forms energy. It produces energy in the form of heat and light. Okay. So heat and light is released in this process. Energy is released. You have studied in chemistry that any chemical reaction releases energy. So this energy is in the form of heat and light. This is what we call fire. So you understood what fire is because you know a subject called chemistry. This subject was understood long after the fire was discovered. So before the discovery of fire, before the understanding, it was a mystery for early man. 3 things are needed to make fire: fuel, oxygen and heat. What are the 3 things required? Fuel, oxygen and heat. Fuel, I told you what is fuel. Okay, now fuel has carbon and hydrogen in it. Wood, coal, cooking gas and petrol are some examples of fuel. Now oxygen comes from the air. Where do the fire gets oxygen from? From the air. This is the earth, suppose. Now you have an atmosphere surrounding the earth. In this atmosphere you have different gases. One such gas is O2 and this helps us, all the living beings, to live, and also it helps fire to burn. So that is why when you blow on smoldering paper, it often bursts into flame. when you blow on a smoldering paper, smoldering means burning slowly. See here it is given burning slowly without flame. तो अगर smoldering paper पे हम फूंक मारते हैं, when we blow, it bursts into flame, means it gets long flames. It gets long flames. The third thing needed to make fire is heat. So fuel and oxygen do not make fire by themselves. If fuel is there and oxygen is there, both are present, but then too fire cannot be formed. Then how will it be formed? It needs a particular temperature. So fuel and oxygen do not make fire by themselves, or else a newspaper or a stick lying in the open would catch fire on its own. But have you seen a paper or dry leaves catching fire themselves? No, they need heat also. So then how to burn? To burn a piece of paper or wood, what do we need? We heat it before it catches fire. So we have to heat it. So the heating of the object creates fire. When we generally do it with a lighted match. What is a match? Matchstick. Matches ki teeli. Matchstick. So we do it with a lighted match. Not a matchstick of this kind. No. A matchstick that is lighted. So with a lighted matchstick, we ignite the paper that we have to burn. So we generally use the lighted matchstick. Every fuel has a particular temperature at which it begins to burn. So every fuel has a particular temperature, a special temperature at which it begins to burn. So the temperature at which the fuel begins to burn is called flash point. The flash point of petroleum, the flash point of kerosene, the flash point of diesel, all these are very, very high. Okay, kerosene, diesel, they catch fire very fast. Flash point इनका ज़्यादा हाई नहीं होता है, जबकि फ्लैश पॉइंट ऑफ पेपर इज़ वेरी हाई. सो फ्लैश पॉइंट वो पॉइंट टेम्परेचर होता है जिस टेम्परेचर पे कोई भी फ्यूल जलना शुरू करता है. इट इज़ समटाइम्स सेड दैट फायर इज़ अ गुड सर्वेंट बट अ बैड मास्टर. ये कहावत है इंग्लिश में कि फायर इज़ अ गुड सर्वेंट. अगर उसको सर्वेंट की तरह रखा जाए कंट्रोल करके तो वो बहुत अच्छा सर्वेंट है, लेकिन अगर फायर को कंट्रोल से बाहर करके उसको मास्टर बना दिया जाए, अगर उसे आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल किया जाए तो बहुत ही बुरा मास्टर बनेगा. अब ऐसा क्यों? क्योंकि अगर फायर को रूल करने के लिए दिया जाए तो वो सब चीज़ को जला देगा, लेकिन फायर को अगर कंट्रोल करके अपने मतलब का ही काम उससे करवाया जाए तो क्या है कि फायर जो है वो आपका एक अच्छा सर्वेंट बना रहेगा. इट ओनली मीन्स दैट फायर इज़ वेरी यूजफुल एज लॉन्ग एज इट इज़ केप्ट इन कंट्रोल. तो मैंने कंट्रोल की बात कही थी, कंट्रोल में रहता है फायर तभी वो ठीक होता है. फॉर इंस्टेंस वी यूज इट टू कुक आवर फूड, वार्म आवर होम्स इन विंटर, कुक आवर फूड, वार्म आवर होम्स इन विंटर, टू जनरेट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए भी वी नीड फायर. बट ऑन द अदर हैंड, पर दूसरी ही तरफ, इंस्टेंस मीन्स एग्जाम्पल. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ इंस्टेंस? एग्जाम्पल हम ले लेते हैं. अगर सर्वेंट की तरह फायर को देखा जाए तो हेल्प हमें करता है सर्वेंट, है ना. तो फायर भी हमें हेल्प करता है टू कुक फूड, टू कीप आवर होम्स warm in winter, to generate electricity. But on the other hand, if fire gets out of control, it can be very dangerous. Dangerous means life risking, जिससे जीवन को रिस्क हो जाए, ऐसा होता है फायर अगर उसको कंट्रोल से बाहर छोड़ दिया जाए. Each year thousands of homes and shops are damaged by fire. Thousands of home and shops are damaged by fire, destroyed by फायर. हर साल फायर से डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाता है. शॉप्स, होम्स, प्रॉपर्टी, वास्ट एरियाज ऑफ फॉरेस्ट आर ऑल्सो डिस्ट्रॉयड एंड हंड्रेड्स ऑफ पीपल आर किल्ड और इंजर्ड. वास्ट एरियाज, बहुत बड़े बड़े एरिया, फॉरेस्ट के एरिया जल जाते हैं, डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाते हैं, और हज़ारों और 100 की तादाद में लोग भी फायर से इंजर्ड हो जाते हैं. इंजर्ड मीन्स वुंडेड, चोटग्रस्त, ठीक है, वुंडेड, और किल्ड मीन्स दे डाई ऑल्सो. Okay, now just as 3 things are needed to start a fire, there are 3 main ways in which a fire can be put out. 3 चीज़ों की ज़रूरत होती है फायर को जलने के लिए. एक फ्यूल की, है ना। फ्यूल में कार्बन होता है प्लस हाइड्रोजन होता है और किसकी ज़रूरत पड़ती है, ऑक्सीजन की। 3 चीज़ों की ज़रूरत पड़ती है। इसी तरह से 3 ही तरीके से फायर को बुझाया जा सकता है। फायर कैन बी पुट आउट। पुट आउट मीन्स extinguished, extinguished. extinguished का मतलब होता है बुझाना। फायर को एक्सटिंग्विश करने के लिए भी हमें 3 तरीके अपनाने पड़ते हैं। इन ईच one of the 3 things needed for burning is taken away. तीनों ही तरीके में जो 3 चीज़ें हमने बताई थी, एक कार्बन, एक हाइड्रोजन और एक ऑक्सीजन, इन तीनों चीज़ों को एक एक करके निकालना पड़ता है, तब हम फायर को बुझा सकते हैं। या तो हमें ऑक्सीजन की सप्लाई को बंद करना पड़ता है, या तो जो फ्यूल है उसको ख़त्म करना पड़ता है, या फिर टेम्परेचर, हमने बताया था कि एक पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर जिसको फ्लैश पॉइंट कहते हैं, दैट टेम्परेचर हैज़ टू बी रिड्यूस्ड. इफ द टेम्परेचर कैन बी रिड्यूस्ड वी कैन पुट आउट फायर. Okay, now if oxygen can be obstructed then we can put out fire. If fuel supply is obstructed then also we can put out fire. So there are 3 ways to put out fire. For example, we can take away the fuel. If the fire has no fuel to feed on, no burning can take place. That is what I explained to you just a second before. We often let a fire die out simply by not adding more fuel to it. So how can we make the fire die out? Die out means again extinguish. How can we extinguish the fire? By not supplying the required fuel to it. So if we don't fuel a fire, it will automatically extinguish. Now the second way of putting out a fire is to prevent oxygen from reaching it. As I told you before, so oxygen supply has to be removed. You have done an experiment, all of you, in your science classes. We used to do it when we were small, and maybe you are doing it in your present class. So 2 candles would be lighted. One would be covered under a glass tumbler. So the candle covered under the glass tumbler would slowly extinguish. Why it would slowly extinguish? It would burn till the time oxygen was present inside the tumbler. As soon as the oxygen is exhausted, the fire extinguishes. But the other candle, which is placed in the open without the cover of the tumbler, is continues to burn because the supply is not obstructed. So the oxygen supply, the supply of oxygen has to be obstructed to extinguish the fire. No supply of oxygen means no fire. Small fires can be put out or smothered. Smothered means to burn without flame, or you can say suffocated. जैसे हम किसी के गले को दबाते हैं तो उसका ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई रुक जाता है तो उसको घुटन होती है. इन द सेम वे फायर का भी हम गला घोट सकते हैं. वी कैन सफोकेट द फायर टू. सो व्हाट विल वी डू विथ अ डैम्प ब्लैंकेट और अ सैक. ब्लैंकेट मतलब कंबल. आपने देखा होगा अगर किसी इंसान की बॉडी में आग लग जाती है कपड़ों में तो उसके ऊपर हम लोग ब्लैंकेट, डैम्प ब्लैंकेट. डैम्प मीन्स पार्शली वेट. पार्शली वेट मतलब हल्का सा भीगा हुआ. ओके, दिस डैम्प ब्लैंकेट और अ सैक. सैक इज अ जूट फाइबर. ओके, मेड आउट ऑफ जूट फाइबर. सो दिस इज अ सैक जिसको आप कट्टी आपने देखी है. इट इज़ मेड ऑफ सैक. इफ़ यू गेट lot of rice or sugar at your home, so you bring it in the form of a inside a sack. It is kind of a bag made out of jute. This stops oxygen reaching the burning material. So if you put the blanket or the sack, then the oxygen supply is obstructed. Sometimes carbon dioxide is used to extinguish fire. It does not allow oxygen to reach the burning material. Okay, now the third way of putting out a fire is to move the heat. So how will we remove the heat? I told you about flash point. Flash point is a particular temperature at which any fuel catches fire. So if the temperature is reduced, then the flash point temperature has to be reduced below the flash point, then the fuel stops burning. You blow on a burning matchstick or a candle to put it out. Blow means फूंक मारना. When you blow it, it goes out. Why does it happen? In doing so, you remove the hot air around the flame. तो कभी कभी हम फूंक मार के कैंडल को बंद करते हैं. So when we blow, so what we are doing, we are blowing out air. So the hot air surrounding it is dispersed into the atmosphere, and the surrounding air, the surrounding cold air takes its place. So suddenly the temperature around the flame is reduced below the flash point. This causes the fire to get extinguished. So now sometimes water is sprayed on fire, but not always this water can be helpful. Why? Because if it is a fire produced due to electricity, then it might not be very wise to use water, because you might get an electric shock. And sometimes if the fire is due to an oil, so what will happen? If you use water, the oil will float on the surface of water. Suppose this is the water, the oil will float over the water and it will continue to burn. So water is used, but not always. Sometimes water is sprayed on fire. It absorbs heat from the burning fuel and lowers the temperature. The blanket of water also cuts off the supply of oxygen and the fire is extinguished. So we were talking about the damp blanket. It also cuts out the supply of oxygen. Now sometimes some fires cannot be put out with water. If water is sprayed onto an oil fire, the oil will float on the top of the water. This I explained to you just now. It will float on the top of the water and continue to burn. This can be very dangerous because water can flow quickly, carrying the burning oil with it and spreading the fire. So suppose it is a fire caused by oil, so oil will not spread as fast as water will spread. So it is advisable not to use water to extinguish a fire caused by oil. Now water should not be used on fires caused by electrical appliances. This is what I told you just now. The person spraying water might receive an electric shock and be killed. So it is very fatal. बहुत जानलेवा हो सकता है. तो आपको पता होना चाहिए which fire to be extinguished in which way. A carbon dioxide extinguisher is the best thing to fight an electrical fire. So you have seen in big shopping malls and schools, you have that extinguisher. It uses the carbon dioxide to extinguish the fire. Now we spend millions of rupees each year on fighting fire, and we spend more trying to find new ways of preventing fire. Preventing means avoiding it. If there is fire, then we have to extinguish it, but it is better to have a precaution than to find a cure. You should have a cure with you, but precaution is much better. So we find ways of preventing fires from happening and getting it out of control. On the whole, we have learnt rather well to control fire and put it to good use in our everyday lives. So fire is good as a servant. Fire is a good servant, but a very bad master. So you should not let fire master you. Rather, you should curb its power and control it to utilize the benefits which you can get through fire. Now long ago there were no firemen. When fire broke out, everybody became a firefighter. Everybody became firefighter. You know who are firefighters? You must have heard of fire brigades. So fire brigade is a crew of people who are trained. Technically, they are skilled and trained to curb fire, to extinguish fire. They can save their lives as well as the lives of many people who are trapped or who are in the danger of fire. People formed human chains. In the beginning, when there were no firefighters, then people used to form human chains. Means one person standing next to the other, they would pass buckets of water, and in this way they would help to blow out fire from a burning house, burning shop or burning property. So the common men, they would take up the role of firefighters in the past. But let me read it out to you. Everybody became a firefighter. People formed human chains. They still do it if required till the fire brigade reaches the point where there is risk. And they used to pass buckets of water from a well or a pond to the blaze. To the blaze means the place where the fire has broke out. Now there are laws about building construction which ensure that the space is left between buildings to reduce the fire risk. In places which are very densely populated, generally homes are built close to each other without leaving a gap. The walls are common. So this is very fatal. This can be dangerous because if one house catches fire, the rest are also in danger. So nowadays construction rules are there where you have to leave spaces between buildings to reduce the risk of fire. Every new building, especially a public place, must ensure observance of prevention norms. If public places like crowded markets, okay, shopping malls, theaters, all these, they have to follow norms that are prescribed. Every new building, especially a public place, must ensure observance of fire prevention norms. Bands of firefighting workers with special equipments. You have seen fire brigade when it approaches with the special van they have. Okay, so this is known as fire brigade. These are used to put out fires. जिसको दमकल कहते हैं, ठीक है? Firefighters are highly trained people. They possess many skills. They cut off electricity supply, knock down dangerous walls. They can also break, knock down means dismantle the walls which are already in the curb of fire. So they know how to knock them down, they know how to curb fire, they know how to spray, and they have special equipments, special hose pipes used to spray water and other materials to bring fire under control. They are also trained in first aid. So the people who are injured in the fire, the firefighters also know to give them first aid. They can help people suffering from burns or from effects of smoke. Sometimes if you inhale carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, it can be fatal. You can choke yourself and you can die. You might not be able to see any wounds externally, but internally you might inhale carbon dioxide and monoxide, which can be again threatening to your life. The discovery of fire and its uses helped early man to cope with nature better. So when the fire was discovered, it helped the early man to cope with nature. What are the threats of nature? Like wild animals. So if they would light a fire outside their home, it would protect them from the attacks of wild animals. Sometimes when it was too cold, they would light fire. Sometimes when they would eat meat or any other thing which was difficult to digest, they would make use of fire. So in this way, fire was a friend to them in the beginning. But fire is, can be dangerous also, as I told you in the above few cases. Now fire is still worshipped in many parts of the world. There is a religion, Zoroastrianism. Okay. They worship fire. They have fire temples. Okay. They have fire temples also. So in many parts of the world, fire is still worshipped. Fire is indeed a friend, but as we know, it can be dangerous enemy once it gets out of control. So it is better to keep it under control.